Hi, I'm Jason Lanyard, and for this month's Upside, we want to talk about the Mamdani effect. Everyone loved to scream panic and doom in October. What was going to happen when Mamdani won and all the rich left the city and real estate prices plummeted? Well, guess what? The data is showing that none of that happened. In fact, articles from Fortune and Housing Works, which are footnoted at the end of this video, show that the numbers are telling a completely different story. In fact, November signed contracts for the luxury sphere, which is over 4 million, were up to 176, which is 25% more than the previous month of October, which had 141 contracts. Now, the reason for that can only be because the bottleneck simply released. And the December contracts, the luxury sphere, we only had about 98 in December, 76 in January. But at the time of this video shooting, we're at 90 in February, which means we're on track to have around 110, 115 contracts in February alone. And those January numbers, by the way, are the exact same as last year, meaning that there isn't a dip. I actually think that we're in a very healthy spring market. I want to point out one metric. The inventory absorption rate is now at 0.8 a month for New York City. As recently as a few years ago, it was 4 or 5 months. That's because inventory is still so tight. There's so many people with low interest rates from previous years holding onto property, known as taking losses in prime areas, and the inventory is driving a very, very tight, very healthy, productive market. Ask anyone that's in the luxury sphere. We're seeing a lot of activity. And a lot of that, reasons for that, is because the 2025 pricing was about 4% less than the median price in 2024 in the luxury sphere. And that's because the pricing simply accommodated the needs of the market. That's what we're seeing right now. A very stable, very healthy market. And frankly, I think you're going to find the spring market is going to be in excess of what we had last year. So this has been The Upside with the Lanyard team, where smart moves matter.